Hey everyone on YouTube, Visa Trade here. Uh, this is a Nobody Vlog number 34. Um, it's obviously daytime. It's March 10th. I have to go to town today, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't like going to town a whole lot, but I got plenty of caffeine in me, and I'm ready. Um, so I wanted to talk today about so I didn't know what it was to like treat a woman right. Like, what is the definition of that nowadays? I don't know. Some old country guy said, this is the thing is we go by our older generation, I guess, the whole feminist movement thing was kind of a mistake. But anyway, he said, let's see, what did he say? He said, so to treat a woman right, you have to treat her like she's special. And because apparently they can raise children, like, okay. And then the other one was oh yeah, listen to her. So like, if she just loves to blather shit, and maybe she got ADHD, you're supposed to like listen to her and try to make sense of it, and just constantly say, I don't understand what you're talking about. Okay, I don't even know what that looks like nowadays, because most of the women that I meet are just pissed off at me. I don't know why, all the time. It's not like it did anything really. I'm very neutral, but all right. I try to ask what I've done that. I try to ask what I did wrong. They never tell me. Can you refer me to like a time when I acted like an asshole? They're like, no. All right. So anyways, I wanted to just say, I think this whole movement thing is starting, I think it's been going on a little while. But where it's just like women just crossed the line, and they brought up shit they probably shouldn't have brought up, because that's how men used to treat women, with that they were special and this and that, because they could birth kids, and raise them. But now, the thing is we're looking around now. I mean, anybody with an intellect goes, we're kind of slaves. I mean, if you were just like a straight up slave, would you want a kid that had to go through that too? So it's becoming less and less useful. Plus, usually a guy in his 30s, doesn't want kids. He kind of made up his mind at that point. Like, but so anyways, I think as a society we're starting to realize, having a roof over your head, have running hot water, food coming in, the necessities of life. They go on for a lifetime. You only have to really raise a kid for 18 years, technically. I know there's still, people living at their house when they're 40, but the kid is pretty much raised at, 21. I mean, they're not getting any better or worse at that point, really, unless they learn it on their own, right? So, but, the electricity thing and, the having a roof over your head, that could go at any point in time. That's just sort of a constant, and, it's just, for women, it seems to be just a given, It's like, so anyways, until the woman's homeless on the streets, and then she just lives in a delusional world where, everything's fine and drugs are great. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing to watch, just to sit back and watch, because I'm retired, It's really not my problem anymore. I'm just sitting back watching, eating popcorn. and MREs. Decided to go to MREs because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time cooking, and the price at grocery stores keeps going up, and I guess they overproduced MREs, so why not, right? Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I had much more to mention. It's just, women want attention. I'm just, it's like if I ever want to meet a woman, I need to find one that doesn't need attention that bad. Just, she's good on her own. She's comfortable with who she is. Doesn't need me telling her fucking she's a great person. She already knows it. And the thing is that at least the last woman I had could not stop calling me a bad person, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm fine with who I am, dude. I get along good, with myself. And just, oh man, just no ability. She live in a delusional world, just anything she says is truth, Like, she says she's a great person, but, yeah. So, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. I don't really know what to do at this point. I need to find somebody that's just cool, like, ditching the world, just ditching the world and just living comfortably to some degree, not have to worry about landlords or or mortgage or any of that shit. Stress free, dude. And just tell the truth all the time. Just either you tell the truth or just don't say anything. Oh man, that was just so funny. It was like, she's like, I think I look like shit today. What do you think? I'm like, well, if you think you look like shit today, then I guess you look like shit today. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to feel like $1 billion, you got to have $1 billion. I don't know. Or at least you got to trick yourself into thinking you got $1 million. Right? I don't know, man. It's just, but yeah. Then you start getting into the delusionals, But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I just realized that though, just thinking about it, I was just like, I think it's probably more important to have electricity and running water guaranteed for the rest of your life. But then I don't know. Bring up kids or whatever. But yeah, just kids these days. God, man. I can't even imagine what it's like in a freaking high school now. It's got to be nightmarish. Last I checked in, it was like you can't wear certain colors. It's getting weird, And then, you got to let your kid decide what gender they are before they're in, kindergarten or something. Like, okay. I don't know, dude. I think we're fighting a nothing fight here. But, let's keep going, see where it goes, But, yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, I'm happy, I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, I don't have environmental controls, and I don't poop in a running toilet, but, I think if I can't be happy now, I can't be happy. Because I think of the flip side of it, when I was living in an apartment complex and I had those amenities all the time, just how hellish it was, And then if I had a house, I don't know, I've seen what my parents live like. Their neighbors are bringing their garbage out for them and shit because, they don't feel like doing it that, particular second, when the fucking garbage guy comes. And then you owe them one. Oh, man. And then they're always observing the guy across the street, It's like, nah, thanks, dude. No, that ain't my life. I don't want that. Then they're, paying their HOA fees, Oh, and, if you got a lawn, you better keep that thing trimmed or somebody's going to call the cops on you, Nah, I'm good. I'm like, if I can't be happy right now, there's, something wrong with me. So anyways, I'm just going to keep doing my thing and, get out of debt. And I think at that point, life will be better. I won't have to, scrounge for cash as much and eat whatever the hell I want. Not have to worry about the grocery bill. Maybe I'll start cooking that or something. Maybe I'll get into it, But, yeah, there's a lot of possibilities, Even though, what I want is a pilot's license and, I want to be able to have a thing where I can travel, But, and preferably an underground bunker, so I can, be left alone completely. Just neighbors not even knowing I live out here type thing. But, yeah. Anyways, that's it for this one. But, yeah, I think women were better off just, keeping their mouths shut. But, we'll see where this feminist movement thing goes. Because that's what the guy said. He's like, who really wants to be treated like a man? It's like, but I don't know. When I meet women, I just let them do whatever the hell they want, say whatever the hell they want. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't agree with you if they're wrong. Not necessarily saying you're wrong, but prove me wrong. We'll have a discussion about it. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll decide on a certain way to treat women now. That it respects men a little bit more for the things that they do and the things that they provide and the dedication and the, what do you call it, loyalty, right? But yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing great today and well, complacent, calmer than you are. And then, stay safe, stay sane. And, if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, subscribe. And, yeah, hope everyone has a wonderful day.